Hey guys, it's me, and today I'm going to do a review of the Mamaway ring sling. As you can tell, the sound is not matching up to my lips, and that is because I'm doing a voiceover today. I have tried to film this video now twice, and my mic was not turned on, or something was wrong when I was filming this one, so please bear with me because I really liked the way the footage turned out on this, and I just really wanted to use this, so hopefully this will be okay. But like I said, I wanted to do a review of the Mamaway ring sling for you. They were so kind to send this to me, and I am so excited because I've been dying to get my hands on another carrier for a while now. As you guys know, my daughter is almost 3. She'll be 3 next month, so I really didn't have any need for my Ergo or my old ring sling, so I did get rid of those like a year ago, I want to say, and ever since then, Kaya's been perfectly fine walking around or being in the stroller, but lately she has been wanting to be held, which for me, I am quite alright with because she's my last baby, but it does put a strain on my arms and upper shoulders, not having the support to carry her correctly. So I was really excited when Mamaway offered to send me one because it was just the perfect timing, and I love ring slings. One of the things that I really love about this ring sling that's different than ones that I've owned in previous years is that there's a little sewn-in pouch in the back of the ring sling where all of the extra fabric is self-contained. So not only does this make it really convenient for you when you're traveling and you can just throw it in your car, but you can also hang it on your mommy hook, on your stroller, or on your diaper bag or whatever you need. And again, it's just clean and organized, and you guys know me, that's what I love. Once you unravel it, you'll see that there is quite a bit of fabric. I love the length of the fabric. It makes it pretty much one size fits all for anybody, so it makes it so that John and I can transition back and forth from carrying Kaya with it, and he thinks it's pretty comfortable, so that's a plus too. To wear your Mamaway ring sling, you're going to take the side that has the label written on it, you're going to toss that over your shoulder, and then gather up all your fabric until you get to the ends of it. Taking the end, or the tail as we like to call it, in each hand, you're going to start pleating inwards until your hands touch together. Once your hands meet in the middle, you should be left with this fan-like fold or accordion style type fold, and that's going to help when you are tightening and loosening up your ring sling once your child is in it. Next, take the tail end in one hand and then your rings in the other, and then loop the tail end through both of the rings, pull through a little bit more, separate the rings, loop the tail end over the first and through the second. So since my dominant side is my right side, I'm going to put my ring sling over my right side with the hooks on my right shoulder because I do feel more comfortable carrying Kaya on my left hip. If you're left-handed, by all means, put it over your other shoulder. To tighten your ring sling, you're going to use that tail. This is why it was so important to pleat your tail. The top of the tail is going to correlate with the part of the ring sling that is going to touch the back of your child. So to tighten the back of that, you're going to just pull on the top of the tail, and then the bottom part that's going to go underneath the bottom of your child is going to correlate with the bottom of the tail, and that is what you'll use to tighten that. As I mentioned before, my daughter is almost 3 and she weighs about 29 pounds. This ring sling is extremely sturdy. It's been tested up to 52 pounds for 24 hours at a time and has worked out perfectly fine. My son is actually only 49 pounds and he's 5, so I could probably actually carry him in this as well. I'm not going to attempt to, but I could. So this is the perfect ring sling for somebody who is looking for something from growth from newborn to toddler and beyond. So my little assistant today is going to be my daughter Kaya. She is a little bit shy, so don't mind her. This is one of the reasons why I think she wants to be carried more often now. It's usually in larger crowds or when we're out is when she gets really nervous around people and wants to be close to me, which again, I have no problem with because she's my last baby and I love her. She absolutely loves being carried in this ring sling, especially on those days where she's really tired and we're out running errands and she's maybe skipped her nap. She'll take her blankie and just cuddle up inside of it, and she'll just ride on my hip as happy as a clam. So to place your toddler in your ring sling, you're going to pick them up on your hip that you're going to carry them on, and then take their legs and loop them through your ring sling, starting with the front and then putting their back in as well. Then while still holding on to your child, which is the important part, is not letting go of your child yet, you're going to just situate the fabric around your child's bottom, and then also you're going to pull the fabric from the back to the front, so that way when you start tightening up your ring sling, your hooks don't go all the way down to your belly button, but they stay up by your shoulders. Another thing that you'll want to do while you're tightening your child up to secure them in their ring sling is to take some of that excess fabric underneath their bottom and make sure to tuck it in underneath their bottom so that way they're really secure in there. If you need to lift your child from the inside of the sling, that kind of helps as well, but you just want to make sure that the fabric is underneath their bum and underneath their legs. Then continue pulling the top of the tail, which adjusts the back of the ring sling, and then your bottom of your tail, which adjusts the bottom where their bottom is sitting, to get to the perfect fit. And then once you feel like your child is secure, you can start adjusting your shoulder strap, which it should be wide and spread over your shoulder so that it doesn't cut in anywhere or cause discomfort. But basically this is what your hold is going to look like, and as long as you're comfortable and your daughter or son are comfortable, then you've got it right. At this stage in our lives, a big bulky carrier is not necessary for us because sometimes my daughter does like to still run around or ride in the stroller, so this ring sling is just really nice to have on hand for those days when she's feeling tired and wants to feel closer to me, or those days where we go somewhere where we can't bring the stroller. It's just really, really nice. She feels completely safe and cozy in it, and I feel really good that she's happy, and it's really nice to nap in, as you can see, and it's just a nice thing to have on hand. Now another hold you can do with this ring sling for a toddler is the back hold. Now I've only attempted this once, but it is a very convenient hold if you need your arms, free and they don't want to be on your side. So the very first most important thing about this is, again, do not let go of your child. But what you're going to do is once you have them in a hip hold, you're going to loosen your rings just a little bit, and then you're going to start balancing them on your hip while still holding on to them, and then just kind of slide them onto your back. Now this is obviously easier with a larger child who can help balance themselves, but once you get the hang of it, it's really easy all around. It's very similar to doing the back hold with the ergo, except for the fact that you don't have to deal with as many clips and all of that. You just slide her behind and make sure the fabric stays underneath her butt while supporting her underneath her butt, and then tighten your ring sling accordingly. Now since I don't have a newborn or an infant anymore to show you those holds, I'm going to borrow my son's little bunny, we call him Darth Bunny, to show you how to hold a newborn or an infant in the same ring sling. For a newborn chest hold, you're going to take your newborn and of course keep supporting the head and the neck. You're going to place them up against your chest, and then while holding them there securely, you're going to bring your ring sling fabric up over his or her back while still holding your baby, and then start pulling on your tail on the bottom to tighten up underneath their bum. While doing this, tuck some of the fabric underneath your baby to make sure that they're secure in their little pouch, and then again keep tightening around the back and the bottom as much as you need to feel like they are secure. Now for a newborn, they kind of like to keep their legs up against their chest in a fetal position so you can keep their legs tucked in. For a larger baby, you can of course let their legs hang out, but again, this is for a newborn hold. Now for a more laying down hold, which I find to be really convenient for breastfeeding and very discreet, you would just hold your baby in a rocking type position while bringing the fabric up around your child and tucking it in again underneath its bottom so it doesn't fall out. Now when you're bringing the fabric up over the head, always make sure that the fabric is not covering any airways or blocking any airways so that your baby can breathe at all times. Again though, this makes a great position for breastfeeding discreetly while holding your baby in your carrier. There you have it. Those are some different options that you can do for holds with your ring sling. I absolutely love this ring sling. It is 100% machine washable. When washing it though, I highly suggest putting it in one of those delicate bags just because you don't want to get your ring sling tangled up into a mess or hooked onto anything in your washer. This ring sling is 100% cotton, so it is extremely soft, and again, the little hooks or the rings are made out of a strong nylon material, so they are very sturdy and will not break. I love that they are dark brown, so they kind of match really well with the olive green. Of course, I love that color. And speaking of colors, this ring sling comes in a dozen different colors on Amazon, which it is on sale at the time being. I will leave the link below this video if you are interested in ordering one. Another thing I forgot to mention about this ring sling is it does have some built-in padding in the fabric where your child is sitting. So for my daughter who was sitting on my side, it was nice because there's padding not only behind her back but underneath her thighs as well, so the fabric didn't cut into her legs, which I know a lot of linen slings and regular slings do not have on them. So there you have it. There's my review of the Mamaway ring sling. If you enjoy video reviews like this, please make sure to give this video a thumbs up, comment below, and I will talk to you guys all in my next video. Bye!